Hey, everybody. Hope you are well. There is lots going on. Part of what I was going to talk about today is how it feels like the pace starts to pick up and accelerate when fall begins and kids go back to school and people are looking to the year ahead and work starts to pick up my calendar is packed with those kinds of things. Last week I had a celebration with UConn, got to go to Washington with the UConn men's basketball team to celebrate, have had tons of meetings on sort of leaning into the session that lies ahead. Meetings on housing, which there's a big housing meeting next week, which will be in the newsletter. And I had another meeting yesterday about housing needs. A wild and scenic, the Houstonic Wild and Scenic Celebration meeting. Another on Twin Lakes and the challenges dealing with hydrilla, bringing in lots of scientists and other parties who have been working together to try to address that situation. And of course, there's just lots of campaign events. Also, of course, feeling that we're all very aware that elections are coming around the corner. So it does feel like things start to go the days start to go really fast. I was sort of surprised to see that today was already September 17th, which also makes it National Voter Registration Day. So that's a great occasion to just double check on your own registration. If you've moved or changed your name or anything like that, good idea to check in either with your town clerk or online to make sure you update that information. I will put specifics on how to do that in the newsletter. I'm going to put some information on early voting. This is the first year that Connecticut is implementing early voting, and we had it, sort of the smaller bits of it, sort of the lead up to it in primary elections previous to this. But of course, on the big election day on November 5th, we will have 14 days of early voting. Now, it's the first time we've had that. That's a lot. It's a lot for our towns to handle. Connecticut's different because we don't have county government. We have 169 municipalities who manage this, which makes it particularly challenged for us. I want to always give full credit and, to the town clerks and registrars who have been making this process work. It's not easy. It will be, it's a challenge to make it work, and they have done everything, whether they agree or disagree with the policy. They have done everything they can to make it work smoothly and be a good experience and one that can be relied upon by the voters in our district. So I'm fully, congratulatory and grateful for their work on that. That said, we also will have another voting related issue on your ballot in November with respect to no excuse absentee ballots. Right now, today, Connecticut does not allow no excuse absentee ballots. You can vote by absentee, but you have to have an excuse, which means you have to fit into one of several categories. And we've made those a little bit more flexible during the pandemic. But there will be, but we are not allowed by Constitution to have no excuse absentee ballots. So what will be on your ballot this year is a referendum as to whether you want to allow us, the legislature, to create a system of no excuse absentee ballots. And that's more complicated than we can go into in this quick video. But I will say one of the things that's important about it to me is that if we are able to use that no excuse absentee ballots as a means to vote, it will enable us to create a much easier system for our towns to have an extended period of effectively early voting, but in ways that won't, in effect, create 14 days of fully open polls. So, I hope we will be revisiting that in the upcoming term, given what we learned from these elections, particularly the one on November 5th. So stay tuned on that. I want to congratulate my friend Maria Kutan-Skinner for once again getting another award acknowledging that McCall Behavioral Health is one of the top workplaces in Connecticut, and that is thanks to her leadership and her team who really value those kinds of things. So it's always nice to congratulate the leaders in our district who really uphold the standards that make us all proud. And then personally, today is my 30th wedding anniversary. So congratulations to me and Tom. For those of you who are in long marriages, congratulations to you. It is it is it really feels like a monument and a long. We were looking at photo albums this morning of like all the things that have happened in those intervening 30 years as we raised 3 great kids and had a lot of pets and various friends and family coming and going, and the loss of some family members, of course, and friends. It's a lot of history to think about, but I feel very lucky to have such a long and strong marriage. So I'm hoping to have a little celebration with Tom tonight. On that note, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.